one wrong word and I'm stuck over here. What a rat.
Wonder who that was.
Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that. Hey, what happened here?
What the?
Who
What
opened this
happened
door?
here?
Maybe the wind or something.
Found anything?
Looking for
I bet this one's very coy.
Don't you run it! Let me guess. I'll help you.
Maybe there's a way to reach her. Possible.
I'm gonna cut you into pieces. I'll keep that nice scarf. I'll kill you for that. You shouldn't have wandered out. That body. Come on! I'll crush you.
This won't take long. Aim at the head. I want to keep some nice close.
You're gonna fight for her now. Ah! She's got nothing waiting, Captain Ward. You and me.
What?
Paolo had a mummified hand.
Somebody's seen something. Now we're all on edge.
In case you're wondering, Paolo's not one of those unhinged cultists who believe I will grant them favors if they leave a big enough offering or play just the right musical notes. He doesn't care a fig for me. But he put up this shrine because he found the hand of an old witch I knew once. And Paolo saw right away that it pays to have an edge. Sometimes pieces of us linger long after we're gone. The Duke of Serkonos inherited a vibrant city and wasted no time stripping it to the bone. What will he leave behind? And what about you? Who will you leave to pick up the pieces here in the Jewel of the South?
No, no, no! Help me! Help me! Anyone!
You
At
get
last!
Come back here! Call the graveyard!
Get away!
Huh?
What's up?
I'll
Get back!
get you!
What?
Bitch!
aching back. Hurts when I'm standing, hurts to sit. Only time it feels right is after about 3 of them rum things.
Ain't one part of me that doesn't ache, even my toes. Maybe some new memory. You never tell me anything. Something's going on. Not stupid.
Dead heretic. Always
What?
considered ridden.
Please stop!
Begging won't change anything. You stand accused of actions forbidden by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers in good standing, no trial is required. For theft of food, for hindering a sworn overseer
For
of the
even
Abbey.
the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities
For
from the
keeping of
mind
articles
and body.
of heretical and Hey! Phil.
Something is amiss. Some heat. Someone's asking for trouble over there. By the scriptures! Isn't she the woman on the poster? Shame on you!
Brothers, get ready! I'll perform rites over your corpse.
Blasphemer!
Can't escape! No! Die! Let the boy revenge! End of the
Keep
road
up.
for you!
What was that?
What's going on here?
Come at me then.
You can't stay
The
hidden forever.
strictures guide my hand.
Someone there?
I'll stand against the faithless any day.
Hello?
By the strictures!
Anyone here?
Where are you? Show yourself. Howard.
What? Hey!
Accept your fate, miscreant!
Hello? Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. Huh? I don't have time for that. Come on!
What?
Let's have a
Somebody
fair
fell.
fight!
That was a rat. It was a fat one.
I wonder who that was.
One of us is
She can't
down.
have gone far. Just what do you think you're doing?
You hoping, you fool! Look, wait for my signal! You're so dead! I know an agent from the outside of everyone! You're going to kill you for that! See what you've got! Defend yourself! Is it today that one of my dear brothers will have to blacken my mask?
That was who I think it was.
If you want my advice, just pay the fine and be done with it. No use making trouble.
She won't go anywhere.
Cut you in half.
Roosh, I'm gonna cut you into
Yellow
pieces.
tux? Hiding your face?
back here.
Won't get away.
Wait, this isn't. Bet you can live in a soul. I'll kill you for that.
Keep trying. I'm waiting, coward. You're gonna pay for the death.
This is bad.
It's you and me now.
It worked. The information was correct. Time is an odd thing. Growing up, I was excited about what the years might hold. About the empire I'd someday rule. I recall childhood moments, with my mother on her throne, and my father, a figure of mystery. I remember the rat plague, my mother's murder, and all that happened at the Hound Pits pub. Now this. I just want to put an end to Delilah's life, and get my father back. This house holds Delilah's secrets. She pulled herself up from tragedy, grabbing the Empire and changing it to her liking. With Duke Luca of Bell, she transformed a coddled dilettante into a schemer who helped her take my throne. She's made herself immortal, and even my father's sword couldn't stop her breath. I'm going to find out how she did these things. The next time someone shoves a sword through her heart, it'll be me, and I expect her to die. That's strange. I feel drained by this place. Could that be Stilton? Stilton's sealed off from the rest of the district. When no one keeps the rooms clean and dry, a house goes to rot. Something is wrong here. Even the air feels off.
I dreamed that Duke and I were hunting. But the deer... There are whales down in the mines. I hear them howling to one another.
The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton.
How did I get so old? Where are the men of my younger days? The chances we had here. Time is leaking, coming out of the walls. It's ruining the carpets. go to Dunmore and tell the Empress that the Duke is in the garden digging up corpses, and he has learned how to sing. She'll know what you mean. Yo,
Collect yourself, Mr.
warm
Stilton.
the quilts, will you? I feel.
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Like it's going to be cold tonight. No.
By the Void.
The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door, Captain Windelband.
What? He's out back. I need the code to the study.
It's in his notebook, ma'am, but he keeps it with him.
Thank you, Corporal. Speaking bluntly, I really don't like Stilton's guests. Earlier, I got my ass chewed out by the Royal Curator. What's her name?
You're talking about Brianna Ashworth, I believe.
Yes, that's her. She's an odd one. Anyway, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Captain.
I can think of better uses for all this wood and wire. A gallows comes to mind. The only way out of here is through the present, using this timepiece. Stilton's home was quite nice before whatever happened.
Honestly, why does Stilton even bother trying to impress people like the Duke and that curator? He's better than he'll ever be. Gooseberry wine in the South?
I only had a boat of my own. That's the life. I've seen something. Now we're on the edge. something moved.
Keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
Huh? Who's that?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Who are you?
You aren't going anywhere.
Over there! Can't escape!
Don't go far. You're so...
Where are you hiding, coward?
Where is she?
Now I have to hurt you. Yes, hit me. Better me.
Here you are! Take your... Clever!
The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
One day, young Luca will go too far. May I live to see that day. Trust me, I'll know his secrets too well.
Orville always said, no survivors is the surest way. By killing Stilton, I changed the past. But what will be different?
Did you hear that?
You again. She won't be so long.
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
You can't escape.
Where are you hiding, Captain?
By killing Stilton, I changed the past. But what will be different? That notebook contains Stilton's combination.
How come she's still alive? I need to fix that. Where is she? What? I'll be damned! What happened here?
There's an old spirit here. I remember. Delilah.
Can't stay hidden forever. I don't have time for yourself.
Vice Overseer burn. If only you could see this. You'd have nightmares.
It's time to begin. Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions. Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now!
Here, returned from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait. You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
By the stars. This is more exciting than
very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the ropes only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place. The island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it. You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined. Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Leaders rise and fall. Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes. I paid a visit to Byrne and Paolo, and I've been to Aramis Stilton's house. We can go. Duke Luca Abel tore down the old palace in Karnaca and built himself a new one. A monument to his ego. Whether he knows it's coming or not, I'm here to make him pay for everything he's done. I'm going to show him what happens to those who turn traitor to the Empire. After tonight, the Duke will either be dead or deposed, depending on how this plays out. Whatever happens to Sir Konos in the aftermath is his fault. Not mine. I've got to get inside, take care of the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to go.
Are you ready for this? I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Killing off Duke Abella is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
Everyone who crosses my path on the way to Duke Abel is going to regret it. They all deserve to bleed.
Ready to visit the Duke?
Ready.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaca's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop? Bet you afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years. And over the boat. So there's basically
given ample warning. You should have relocated, sir.
There are 3 ridiculous decrees a week. I never thought this would actually happen.
Well, it has. Now let us work.
If I have to listen to one more complaint, I'm just going to burst.
Kind of dry. Really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks.
What a day. The dinner service was late, the bathwater was too warm, and let's see. Oh! Low, lower, lowest. And the smell.
Alarm! What's going on?
What's going on here?
I imagine.
Wait,
You aren't going anywhere.
Crush me! No, damn it! Come on!
I'll be wiping off your blood.
I'll be damned. End of the road, you damn it!